Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Friday, December 6th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 49 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 25 degrees with a high of 35 and a low of 11. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. And I especially hope that everybody's keeping warm. All right, let's see who's popped in. Tanya Parker. Hello, Tanya. Welcome to the broadcast. Hello, Miss Amy. Hello, Lori. All right. Let me grab a little water here. Lori waving right back at you. So the format of my broadcast is that I always do a buddy color, and this is the buddy color that we're currently doing. This is from my book, Pirates Ahoy Jubilee. It's available on Amazon, of course, if you're interested. And as soon as Mamie gets here, she's going to go ahead and put the link up for it. And that's the affiliate link. So last night we were working, there's Mamie. Hi, Mamie. We were working with eyeshadow, and look at the beautiful, beautiful range of colors. Mamie, can you put up that link for the Pirates Ahoy Jubilee, please? Linda and the Three Amigos, Uno, Dos, Tres. Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Linda, you're on Wally's phone again. Wonder what's going on with yours. Either way, I'm glad you're in here. Maggie says she's going to be running late, so she'll be in when she can make it. Let's see who else pops in. All right, and then the second half of the broadcast, I'm working on the Disney Dreams collection. And this one is the Princess coloring book, the one with Beauty and the Beast on the front. And this is the image that we're currently working on. Check it out. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you have the book, color along with me. Obviously, I've been working on the right-hand side. And as I always tell people, this is oil-based paint. You will never, ever, ever have your side looking exactly like this side. And as soon as you realize that, you'll be very happy with what you are able to do with your colored pencils and your other mediums. All right. So let me tuck that away. So tell me, how are you guys doing? Win, lose, or draw? And the other thing, do we have any birthdays or anniversaries today? Let me grab my paper towel. And you guys know that I always recommend that you put your hand on a paper towel, and that way you can slide across the image that you're working on very easily. Okay, let me get the critters out while I'm thinking about it. Lori, draw. Who else? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say draw today. Now, Mamie's also put up the link for this piece. So Lori, draw. Amy, draw. Mamie, draw. Okay, good. Actually, I'm going to change mine to a win. I got a food delivery today. Linda, draw. A couple things I needed, and I got some eggnog. And boy, is that stuff good. Love it. Has anybody else gotten into their eggnog? All right, let me get my scratch pad out. Or I really should say my swatch sheet. Now, you can see that I was working on the colors yesterday. Need to, oh, that's funny, Lori. Need to add some rum to go with the pirate page. Okay, Lori. So these are the color swatches that we were working yesterday. And this is eyeshadow. So if you're curious as to how that translates, this is the result that we got. All right. Let me get a little more of my eggnog here and then we'll get going. Oh man, that stuff is way too good. Don't forget the cinnamon with your eggnog. Hold on, I gotta move something. All right. Oh, spice rum. There you go. Oh. And yes, nutmeg is another good one. Okay. So appropriately enough, we've got the sounds of water in the background. And that's what I'm going to be doing over here and in between here. So let's go ahead and start getting our blue out. Hello, Miss Kitty. So get a light, medium, and dark blue. Let's see, that light is awfully close to my medium. There's a good medium. And then my light. Okay. So here's our dark. Here's our medium. Here's our light blue. Oh, Mamie, sorry to hear that. You were chatting with a friend when I started broadcasting. She had a hip replacement. She's having a lot of complications. Oh, man. So sorry to hear about that. All right, let me pull out here so you don't get confused. And let's start with our dark. Now, on this side right near the hair, we've got a little bit of frizz going on. So what you want to do is poke your blue in there, your dark blue, so you don't wipe out that stuff that's sticking out of the hair. Now, obviously this stuff in the background is blurred. Because, of course, the focus of the picture is the young lady. So let me pull this out here just so that you can get a lay of the land. So who's coloring this with me tonight? And if you're not coloring this tonight, what are you coloring? And if you're not coloring, what are you doing? I know that a lot of you like to watch this and then color the next day on it. Okay, Lori, thank you. Kitty, you're playing the Sims game? Amy, what about, oh, you're coloring with Teresa Goodridge. Maybe watching me and Swath. I assume that that's a TV program. Waiting for your favorite show, Fire Country, at 9 p.m. All right. Amy, you're coloring Country Christmas. All right. Now, I'm going to come down here to the bottom where we've got some more of the dark water. Linda, you're just watching tonight. Watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Is it the animated or the is it the cartoon or is it the animated version? Okay, Lori. Now. Oh, the animated, not the cartoon, but the, you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's not the cartoon, it's the one that looked like the little figures. I don't know how to describe that. We'll just say the non-cartoon version. Okay, now check out here. Burl Ives, yeah. Okay, now work in small circles here. Hey, Thomas, TC's here. Okay, now let's bring in our medium. Hello, Carmen. Oh boy, they found that lady that fell down the sinkhole, but she was deceased. Ugh. I haven't read the news yet, so I didn't know. Okay, and then I'm going to take my dark pencil and go over those medium areas that I just put in. Check it out. Carmen, did you see my comment on your posting of the your gnome picture with Santa and the gnome reindeer? You did a really good job on it. Carmen, I'll show it. Let me pull out. Give me a second here. All right, I know I saw it. Carmen, you posted it in the group, right? Now I'm not finding it. But while I'm here, I want you guys to see a post that I put up. Did you guys see this? I posted this in a group to everybody. This is the issue about rawhide toys for dogs. Hi, Janie. Did you guys see this? Do not purchase rawhide toys for your dogs. Rawhide is not a byproduct of the meat industry. Rawhide is a byproduct of the leather industry. It cannot be made without glue and bleach. So I put this up because I wanted you guys to see it. Please share. Okay. Carmen, I'm not seeing your picture. Did you send it to me in a message or did you post it? Yeah, and the thing that irritates me about that with the rawhide is that you see postings about it every year, but Walmart and other stores still carry it. Okay, here's the photo that Carmen just sent me. Isn't that the cutest thing? She put rhinestones on it. Carmen, I absolutely love what you did with this. This is out of the coloring book Santa's Gnomes Jubilee. Yeah, Nylabone either. I don't know if they're any good or not. Isn't that cute? Cute as a button. Carmen, you really pulled this one off. Very proud of you, Carmen. I love how you put the glitter on the reins to the gnomes. And you put glitter in Santa's beard. And you put rhinestones on a couple of the gnomes. And your sky looks really, really good. You listen to me and you put the blues and the purples in it. Lori, do a search on Google and see what Nylabones, if they're considered to be safe. Okay. Let me do a quick search here. Okay, this says nylobones are not completely safe for dogs and you should consider your dog's individual needs. Okay, now, this is not a content issue. In other words, what they're made of. So choking, tooth damage, digestive issue, if your dog swallows a piece of nylabone. Oh, you use the iridescent glue on the beards. Yeah, like we did in the upside down gnome. Yeah, the iridescent is so pretty. So chewing habits, nylobones are designed for chewing, but may not be suitable for aggressive chewers. So as long as your dog is not an aggressive chewer, some nylobones are marketed as edible, like the Nylabone Healthy Edibles line. So there's your information on that. It's not really a content issue, as like it is with those rawhide chews that I posted about earlier. Carmen, that's perfect with your gnomes. That iridescent glue, as you mentioned, and I talked about a second ago in the beards. I think that, Carmen, you really knocked that one out of the park. Lori, you're welcome. As long as Pebbles doesn't swallow it, she should be okay. Chewing is all right. Is Pebbles a small dog, Lori? No, she's about 75 pounds. Well, you take them away when she starts chewing them up. Okay. Lori, it sounds like you're going to be okay. Julie, what picture are we talking about? Here's a really nice picture that Luba did. Isn't that beautiful? Janie, your Disney Picture from Dreams collection. Oh yeah, I saw that and I commented on it. It looked really good. So yeah, I found it. Okay, so here's the dark and the medium that I'm blending together. Here's my medium. Now take your time around the hair, of course. Excuse me. Okay, Thomas. Excuse me. And then I'm going to work my lighter color in. Now, there are some areas on here that are indicated as being for medium, but I'm going to put light on there because I want that additional blending. See how this is a darker gray, but I'm putting a light color on there. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Now we're still going to need to go back and blend all of this. But by getting our initial colors down, it gives us a palette to work with. Now, I've been doing horizontal strokes on this. What you want to do now is change the direction of your stroke to vertical, and that's going to help with the blending of these larger areas. Isn't that beautiful? I'm using my lightest blue color. Well, hello, Leah. All right. Let me pull out so you can see this. Okay, hold on a minute. Any questions on this so far? Thomas is number 8. All right. Oh, Leah, you almost forgot to come on. Your nephew's playing football in your championship. So you're watching that and you're window shopping for more pencils. Okay, now I'm going to take my dark pencil and we're going to soften the edges between the dark and the medium. See how I'm doing that? And I also want you to notice that I'm taking the dark and I'm expanding this down into my medium color. See how I'm doing that? So I'm playing with the pattern of the water a little bit. So you're going to have to work up that water with your blending, because we've got such a large area. What I'm doing is I'm alternating between my light and my, well, all three of my pencils. Check it out. You want that nice soft look. Okay. Now, I could have very easily used eyeshadow or chalk. But I don't assume that everybody has those things, so that's why I alternate between different mediums. Okay. And now, see, we've got this edge here. I'm going to take my darkest pencil and I'm very lightly going to obliterate that edge and blend it into my other colors. And then I'm going to come back with my light color and use that as a blender. And notice that I'm moving vertically with the pencil. Okay, any questions? Leah, how's your day going today? Win, lose, or draw? And then I'm going to use my paper towel and I'm going to blend this further. And as I always tell you, be sure to move to a different area on your paper towel periodically, because those little nubbies get full of your pencil. Okay. All right. Let me extend my little eraser nubby here. And we'll do a little bit of cleanup. Now be very careful with your electric eraser on grayscale, because sometimes you can end up pulling up that grayscale and changing the shade of it. Okay, any questions so far? Everybody. It's our buddy code picture. It's free in the group. Okay. Now I'm going to move to the other side here. We have our light, medium, and dark. Actually, I think we've got some hair, that's not water. My error. Our water is actually in between the strands. So here's my dark. Our medium. And our light. Now I'm going to come in with my black for the hair. And we'll shape up these areas. Amy, what are you saying? Okay, going out any NVM is black. Okay, Amy, thank you. All right, and then we're going to put a little bit of black over on this area. All right, let me pull out. any questions so far? Okay, now, the reason I got to the right here, well, hi, Kathy. Is because I wanted to get that blue in here so we could get an idea of the shape of the head and the hair. So now I'm going to go back to the left-hand side. And I'm going to finish the blue, which is above this boat that's right here. So I'm going to start in with my lightest blue. My Linda, so glad to see you. Kathy just came in, so I should have known you'd be in right afterwards. My Linda, I think you and Kathy are joined at the hip. All right. Now my medium blue. Yeah, that's Domino. She wants up on my table. All right, now I'm going to go back to my light blue. I'm going to pull in just a little bit. And again, I'm going to use my light blue as a blender. Amy is lost in Cyberland. It won't let her back in the broadcast. That's weird. What she needs to do is completely quit out of YouTube. Okay, paper towel. She thinks it may be the version, I guess. Oh, Verizon. A tower is down. Oh, that's weird. Okay, and then Amy, what you doing, girl? I'm going to use my gummy eraser and just clean up here a little bit for the sky. It's amazing what people will do for attention, right, Amy? We'll put a little orange there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red. And notice how I'm staggering the red. Let's put a little orange back in there. And then I'm going to come in with a light gray. Now I haven't blended this yet. And I'm going to bring that gray over to the right hand side here. And then we'll come in with a slightly darker gray. Any questions so far? And I'm going to bring in just a little bit of black over that gray. Just to make it more of a storm cloud type thing. And then our paper towel will blend. And then moving to a clean spot on my paper towel, I'm going to take this down over the orange and the red. Okay. Let's take a peek at this whole thing. So what do you think? Questions, comments? Okay, next project. Thomas, not really. I need to do her blouse and her metalware over here, and then this boat that's in the background. Hey, Sarah. So, Thomas, I would say I'm about half done, maybe. And we need to do a little bit more with the hair. Okay, Disney. Well, thank you, Kathy. Kathy, we did that with eyeshadow. Okay. So we are working on our Beauty and the Beast. And last night I showed you how to work up the flowers. So we did that on the right. Oh yeah, Kathy, I think I started that yesterday. Okay, now I was working on this light post. Oh, your husband ordered floor mats, steering wheel cover, license plate cover, and some other stuff, all Nightmare Before Christmas theme. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Thomas, I make pretty good time. but I do it at a pace. I do it at a teaching pace. I don't want people to feel that I'm leaving them behind. All right. Now, last night I drew in, using an upside down line here, the detail on the front of this lamp. Oh, Thursday, December 5th was when we started it. Thank you, Mamie. So yeah, Kathy, if you watch the broadcast from Thursday, you'll see how I did the skin. Okay. Do I color other images in between classes? No, because I'm pretty busy publishing my coloring books and doing some other things. Okay, now I'm going to take a metallic black pencil and I'm going to work that over my green. Oh yeah, Mamie is really good at keeping that information for everybody. Mamie said that she enjoys helping the group, so she's always on top of things like that, and I don't even have to ask her to put it up. So I had a really good feeling that she was going to go ahead and put up the start date on the African American lady. And yeah, she is an excellent teacher's assistant. Well, she loves the group and she loves you guys and she enjoys doing it. Okay, notice how I'm putting the black over the green. So Mamie, obviously you are appreciated. People notice what you're doing. Okay. Now, I'm going to come in with a Prismacolor black. And I'm going to shade the right-hand side a little bit. That's exactly right, Thomas. All right. Oh, Carmen, thank you. Carmen says I've been on the internet over 29 years now, and I have never emphasized found such an amazing close knit group of people ever. I love it here and talk about the group to everyone. Thank you. Okay, so notice that I'm darkening in the right hand side. So Sarah says, ILene, I wish I knew how long I've known you and this group. It definitely changed me for the better. I've learned a lot, and you prayed a lot for me, cheered me up, and just been here for me and us. Well, that's my goal, guys. Okay, check out how we have a shaded right hand side all the way up. And that's the look that we want. Now, who's coloring this piece with me? And notice that I am shading in the top with our black. Well, Sarah, you can always go back and watch the replays. And I'm going to take my dark color and I'm going to shade it on the right hand side. Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is watching the video is you don't get the interaction and conversation. I get it. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the lights. Hi, Lois. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little splotch of orange at the bottom and a little bit going up. See how I'm doing that? All right, guys, hold on. I got to pick up a putty for a second. Domino. Mom's broadcasting. Yeah. Yeah. And no, you can't sit on the table. Okay. All right, so we've got the orange. Let's see who's just popped in. Maggie, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Happy Friday to one and all. Hello, Angela. Hello, Lori. Good night, Carmen. Now, we're going to pull up some yellow. And I want you to notice that I'm pulling the yellow through the orange. So, Maggie, you started the evening with Allie and are ending the evening with Allie and Russ. All right. Okay. Then we're going to take our yellow and we're going to pull it outside of the lantern. All right, so let's pull out and look at this. Well, Janie, that's why we just do one bite at a time. So, Janie, that's why I walk people through the different segments. All right, let's find a gold. And I'm going to put a gold on the left-hand side here. And at the bottom here of our lamps. And then I'm going to run that gold up the side. And a little bit on the top here. Now notice the gold's going on the left-hand side here. And let me pull out. Guys, I need to step away for a couple minutes. I'm going to say BRB here. Will you guys do me a favor, keep the conversation going, so that if we get anybody else coming in, they don't find dead air. Okay, back in a few minutes. You guys can use the time to catch up. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Okay, Janie, good night, if she's not left already. Good night, Janie. Good night, Janie. Good night, Janie. So glad you made it tonight. Okay, I am back in the saddle. So I was applying the gold to the top of the light fixtures, and now I'm going to come in with brown. Now, for those of you that are coloring with me, you want a medium brown. Medium to dark brown. I'm just fine, Thomas, thank you. And I'm going to go with a little darker brown. Because that medium is not showing up like I want it to. Now take your time. So the lamps basically have colors of gold and brown. And the gold is meant to be the lighter color, which is because of the light that we have in the lamps. And guys, nobody should have any qualms about coloring this picture. And the reason for that is because why? We do a segment at a time. And this is why I don't want you guys to be intimidated with this at all. Anybody that colors with me should know that already, because that's what I tell you all the time. What do I always tell you? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. All right. Any questions about the lamps so far? Now, watch this. I'm going to put a little bit of orange very, very lightly on top of the yellow. Just a hint of it. And look how cool that makes this look. So we have our darker orange at the bottom. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange next to the outside of the lamp. Everybody see that? And look how cool that looks. And I think that looks pretty darn good. Let's pull out and take a look at it. In fact, let's look at the side by side. What do you think? Guys, not hard. Okay. Now, while I have my orange and yellow in hand, if you look at the sky across here, it's a mix of orange and yellow. So Thomas, orange is one of your favorite colors, so is copper. All right. So let's color up this sky. Now again, I'm not looking for compliments per se. What I'm looking for is that you guys see that this is perfectly doable. Now, this sky is not represented very well by the artist who drew it based on the original. So, what we have to do is I'm going to follow the original and not necessarily what's printed on the page. And that's where I've said before, I don't want you to go brain dead. There's some orange over here, yellow orange. When you're coloring this, because this is not necessarily fill in the blank. If you notice here, for example, we've got some yellow by the church tower, but the artist didn't draw in the area for it. Let me show you right here, see? Right here we've got a yellow orange. So this is another argument for not following this exactly, because based on what the artist did, it may not be exact. So now where I have my yellow, I need to add a little bit of orange. And this is where you're going to use your artistic instinct and put in this orange where you think it needs to go. With the image on the left being a general guide. Well, my Linda, the way that you develop that eye is to color and practice. See, that's a big problem with people is when they start coloring or coloring a page like this, they expect an artistically correct finished page, and you're never going to get that. And the way that you get that artistic eye is to do various projects. And actually, if you think about it, these Disney books are good ones to color because you have the picture to your left as to what you are going after. Guys, you're never, ever, ever going to reach perfection. Get that straight right now. My Linda, do you have this book? Okay, Thomas, see you tomorrow. Okay. So, my Linda, I hope that you would consider doing this page now that I'm walking through it step by step. So, let's check this out. See how that looks? Now, there's a couple in here that I would not recommend starting on for you. There's one here. See now, something like that would probably be a good one, relatively straightforward. This is a good one. one of these has a riverboat. It's probably the other one. Here. Oh, where's my other book? Oh. Okay, Moggy, good night. Okay, Melinda, this riverboat is very involved. The stuff around it's not too bad. But again, if you look carefully and just do a little at a time, this piece is perfectly doable. So what I would recommend is do this one with me. Now, that riverboat's not difficult, it's just involved. Okay. Now I'm going to play around with the rainbow here. So the first one here I'm going to make pink. And I'm going to let that come through the cloud just a little bit. And then we have an aqua blue. And then we're going to do a yellow. And then we're going to do a little bit of pink on the outside here. So, my Linda, you start pictures and then you don't finish? Now I'm going to add a little extra red on the left here. Now, the artist, when they drew this, put a big cloud here. And if you'll notice, that's not on the original. Let me get this back into focus. So that's what I mean, is we have to adjust what we're doing. So my Linda, you'll work this one with me? And my Linda, you should not give up. Well, the thing to do, Melinda. Oh, you're already slow. Now you're tired and slow. Oh, Mamie, that's cool. You just messaged Moggy the Soft Kitty song. Well, my Linda, just do it at your own pace. You don't necessarily have to keep up with me during the broadcast. Some days all you can do is work and go to bed. I get it. That's okay. Okay. Leah, you have some unfinished ones as well? Okay. Well, guys, you really should get into the habit of not leaving images and not finishing them. Well, gives you an opportunity now to go back and apply what you're learning from me to your other other images. Oh, you tend to take the technique and then complete others? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now check. I'm just going to put a light gray because we're going to do a background here. So guys, how come some of your projects were unfinished in the first place? Why did you stop coloring on them? Yeah, life happens and we lose our mojo for a little bit, then we have to catch up. I hear ya. And if you don't feel like coloring, that's a bad time to be coloring. Oh, your nephew's team won. Excellent. And Mamie, that's exactly right. You get to apply what you've learned as you catch up. And in turn, that should excite you, and then you'll keep going. Okay, now I'm going to pop over here to the lamp for a minute. You have unfinished ones because my mind gets so wrapped up trying to be perfect, and then I start to get in my head. I think it's because I have so much going on in your life. I color to relax at night. Ah. But Leah, you'll never be perfect. The quote goes, have no fear of perfection because you'll never reach it. That was a quote by Salvador Dali. And the other thing to think about is if you aren't an experienced colorer, then you're not qualified to judge your own work. But Leah, that good stuff is other people's work, not yours. You've got to stop comparing. The minute you start comparing, you're going to frustrate yourself. All right, here's where we are so far. Leah, that's why I do the buddy color, and I tell people that are doing the coloring with me to pace me. That way they can learn. Well, you know that intellectually, but now you need to put it into practical application. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the side by side. And Leah, these are good books to practice with because it gives you a goal. And by the way, guys, when people color this, if 10 people were coloring this piece, you're going to get 10 different versions of it. Leah, you just got to let go of your tensions about coloring. Okay, guys, I am at a good stopping point. So we worked on our Disney book. And you're welcome, Leah. I'm going to keep on you about that. And as Mamie says, we are our own worst critics. The good thing is to look where you started and look how far you've come. Practice and patience. Exactly. And Leah, I need to see you posting some of your work in the group. Post your WIPs in the group. Okay, guys, and this is the second piece we're working on. I think it's coming out beautifully. And again, not hard. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. Please post the link of this broadcast to your timeline. Hopefully, though, you would have done that in the beginning so people can join in. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into tomorrow night. All right, guys, take care. Love ya. Bye.